Good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. I'm Eliana Schreiber with WMTV 15 News. We are about to listen in. A press conference has just gotten started in the Columbus area where we are hearing from Dodge County officials who are giving us more details about two deaths that we first brought you information about yesterday, about two people who have died, and authorities say that their deaths are connected. So let's take a listen in to the press conference going on live right now.
Arrived at the scene on Oak Grove Drive and located a female deceased in the home. The Sheriff's Office immediately began a joint law enforcement investigation to investigate this incident, and it is still open and under investigation at this time. As a result, we are only able to provide limited details into this incident, which we'll provide here today for you. Our investigation to this point has led us to believe that David Zittel, age 85, shot his wife, Susan Zittel, both of the town of Elba. He then went to Prairie Ridge Health, entered the lobby, and unfortunately shot himself. No other individuals are believed to be involved in this incident at this time. With this incident occurring inside of a hospital, we feel it is important for the public to be aware that this is an isolated incident. The community is safe. We would like the community to also know that the Prairie Ridge Health responded to this incident accordingly and immediately went into lockdown until mid-afternoon yesterday. They also diverted all ambulances temporarily until it was determined safe to resume those operations. They resumed normal operations after the law enforcement investigation was completed yesterday. The Columbus Police Department and the Dodge County Sheriff's Office have been in contact with the family, and they respectfully request privacy as they mourn the loss of their loved ones. No other information is available for release on this incident until the investigation is completed and it is closed. We do have copies of this release for you here today that we'll provide for you. We'll also be sending this out to the media as well shortly. We do have time for 5 questions, clarifying questions, but again, we will not be able to comment on anything related to the investigation itself or anything related to any mental health type concerns that might have transpired as a result of this investigation. So,
has your investigation led to any ideas to when the shooting at the home in the town of Elba occurred and the amount of time that transpired from that point to when Mr. Zittel showed up to Prairie Ridge?
It's all part of the investigation that we have not been able to complete yet, so I can't answer that.
Just clarifying there, you referenced that the hospital resumed normal operations after the investigation was completed. You still reference it as an ongoing investigation. Can you just clarify that?
Well, the hospital was on lockdown, so that's not normal operating procedures. And as a result of where it occurred, they needed to divert some of the foot traffic at the hospital during the incident, and it was closed down for that entrance. And so, but they were still operating. It was under lockdown. They've resumed, and you can still access the hospital. We want the community to know that they can go into the hospital right now and receive the care that they need safely. Sure. And you had a second half of that question. I'm sorry, what's the second half?
All I was really looking for there was your reference this as an ongoing investigation, but you had said at the hospital the investigation was complete. I'm assuming that was just you talking about the work that you needed to do within the hospital, and
correct.
That is over, correct?
Correct.
Sheriff, was there any indication, family strife, medical issues that maybe precipitated this incident?
None of that we're going to be able to talk about today.
Could you clarify what entrance of the hospital that Mr. Zittel had entered?
Yeah, it was the emergency urgent care entrance.
Did Mr. Zittel say anything, make any remarks at the hospital before the shot took place?
That's all part of the investigation we're not going to be able to share with you today. So I do appreciate you coming today, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the family. It's a very difficult time for everybody and for the Columbus community, and I think I can speak on behalf of the chief that we are doing everything we can to respect the family and help them out. We appreciate your time today. Have a good day.
Looking at the personal forecast.
No, thank you.
All right, so there you heard the sheriff at the Dodge County Sheriff's Office giving an update this afternoon about the 2 deaths that we previously first brought you the initial reports of yesterday in the Columbus area. We now have confirmed from officials that the 2 people who died were Dave Zittel and his wife Sue Zittel. And we did mention their names yesterday, but this is the first time that authorities are naming the 2 victims. We now know Dave Zittel did in fact shoot his wife Sue Zittel at their home on Oak Grove Road in the town of Elba, and then drove nearby within miles of their home to the Prairie Ridge Health Emergency Department, where he told hospital workers that he had shot her and then died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, we know Dave Zittel was a prominent person in the community and was the head of Lyco Manufacturing Company there, which we previously told you yesterday. So again, that he was first at his home on Oak Grove Road in the town of Elba. And we knew that these 2 deaths were related, but now the authorities at Dodge County Sheriff's Office did confirm that the identities of the 2 people were married couple Dave and Sue Zittel. They didn't give much information today about exactly what the circumstances were leading up to it, if there were any medical conditions involved. They said they were not able to report on that at this time. But again, Chairman Dave Zittel, who was the chairman of Columbus-based Lyco Manufacturing, which we previously reported yesterday, and Lyco did release a statement yesterday saying the company will continue its normal operations, and said, quote, "We humbly ask for prayers and support during this most trying period," and going on to say that Dave did found the company back in 1980. It is a large employer in the Columbus area, a large manufacturing company. So a very, very tragic situation. And of course, we will continue to bring you the latest updates as we learn more. But again, we do know the identities of the 2 victims at this time, and they are asking for, out of respect for the family, of course, that people respect the family's privacy at this time. So that was the latest update from police right now. And of course, we will have much more coverage both on our website, and you can always download our free 15 News app, as well as in our newscast later this evening at 4, 5, and 6. We will continue to have coverage and bring you the latest information as we learn it tonight.